Tribe members of the Red Lake Nation took to the voting booths today to decide whether or not alcohol should be served at their casino properties in Thief River Falls and War Road. Mary Keeler was in Red Lake earlier today to find out what people really think about the possibility. And Mary joins us live in the studio with more. Mary?
Thanks, Dennis. And it's a controversial subject on the reservation, and many band members 18 or older exercise their right to be a part of that decision today.
My opinion is I don't want alcohol on the reservation for any reason.
Our people, don't need it because I think it would just cause more problems, for our reservations.
I think it would be a different way for us to develop our businesses.
It was a mixed bag of opinions around Red Lake today as voters took to the polls to vote for or against a referendum that could result in their casino properties being allowed to serve alcohol.
Introducing alcohol, even to those exterior locations, is something that we don't want to do without input from our band members, and that's why we are doing this vote.
Since the 1800s, the Red Lake Reservation has been dry, but this vote today is the first of its kind that's binding by the tribal government.
The prevailing opinion is that it will increase the amount of business that we do have at our casinos. I think it's really debated to the amount of extent, however.
We have a lot of competition, and our tribe is the only one that don't serve alcohol. To stay with the competition, we have to get up with and start doing something different.
Bobby Joe looks at the matter from the business angle and is in support of the vote, but understands why it may be difficult for people to move forward given the deeply rooted tribal history.
Everybody is voting no because they're going back with the agreements and treaties of our chief that said no alcohol should be on this reservation.
Aside from the financial prospects, if the vote does pass, younger tribe members have opinions too, even if they can't vote just yet.
I wouldn't want to have alcohol in casinos. Drunk parents, kids in water, don't mix at all.
With band members young and old wing, and only time will tell what happens next.
Tribal leadership will be bound by the vote. So if it passes today, they'll be bound to allow serving of alcohol in the casinos. If it does not pass, they'll be bound to not serve alcohol in those casinos.
And the results are in. The polls did close just a couple of hours ago, and the unofficial results show that 54% of voters are against alcohol being served on casino property, while 46% voted in favor, Dennis.
As a relatively close vote, do we know, did any precincts individually pass it?
Well, looking at the unofficial results, the absentee ballot voters really came in as having a strong preference for this referendum to be passed.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for that great report tonight, Mary.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.